Well, it's recording now. So hello folks. We are down in Carlow town, County Carlow, just for the afternoon, just to travel around to make a bit of a video. And also, I lived in Carlow. Now, what I was going to say to you this morning was, so we're parked outside the house that I lived in as a student. And I was thinking last night, I was going, wow, it's been 21 years since I lived here. And actually, it occurred to me, it's 31 years. So it's like 31 years ago. 31 years ago, I lived in this house here. So what happened was the guy that owned the house converted the garage into a little bedsit for himself. And then we rented out the house as students. And we only lived in it for about 3 or 4 months because he used to let himself in and tidy up the house. And I don't blame him, because I think we were slowly but surely demolishing the house, so I don't blame him. But we ended up moving out in the end. But it was funny because he made us sign a contract, which we didn't honour. And but he kept our deposits, and we moved out of here. So but I can't believe it. I was sitting there and I was going 21 years ago, going, wow. But when you think of something 31 years ago,
like a whole adult's lifetime ago.
Yeah, you're like 31 years ago. I can't believe it.
31 years ago.
And I remember it so well because I lived in that front room, and I used to share it with a friend of mine, Phil. And it was all my buddies that we were.
The box bedroom or the other?
No, the front one, the small one. The small one was a girl called Christine. We were all from Bray, right? So we all went to school together, and we all came down here to study together. And Christine came down with us. And actually, Christine unfortunately passed away.
No way.
Yeah, the poor thing.
What happened to her?
I'm not quite sure. What happened to her, but
Poor girl.
yeah, I remember going to her funeral. It was very sad.
She was young, like when she passed away.
Yeah, well, I think we were down here studying.
No way.
And our first year, no, what happens? I think we moved out, and we're going to go to the second house, which I think actually the last time I checked this house, it's out the road. It's further out of Carlow. But the house was demolished and someone built in it. But I'm going to go out and we'll go out and I'll show you where it was.
Well, what happened to Christine?
So then Christine moved into her own house. But then I think, I'm not sure. We just know she died. Yeah, she had something. There was some issue with her leg. I think she'd one leg shorter than the other. And she'd had many, many, many operations on it and stuff like that as well. And I'm not sure. She was she was a real gentle, nice soul. And I'm not sure if her heart gave out or something like that. Something happened, but they just found her. They found her dead one morning. Her parents, and I'm not sure if she was an only child.
Oh God, Jay, stop, will you? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but you see, that was about 30 years ago.
Are you recording that?
Yeah. So Sinead, that's the thing. 31 years ago, I lived down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out to the new house, or the old house that I lived in. I actually lived in 4 houses down here. And I think subsequently 2 of them have been demolished.
Is that because of the stench you left?
Huh?
Is that because of the stench you left?
The stench, possibly. And one of them was a converted garage. So, like a garage on the side of a house. So, the other thing I was going to say, for people who are interested in the yellow light, we got the van fixed. So, just to let you know that what the issue was that it was a...
There's a van coming down, so...
Yeah, but they've loads of room. The issue was that it was a glow plug. A glow plug had gone in the van. So what we got a new battery, because the starter battery was 6 years old, coming up on 6 years old. So we got a new battery, which was a couple of €100, €200 or €250. What's the other thing they did? They fixed the glow plug. There was one other thing, wasn't there? Serviced. Oh yeah, we got a service on the van. So all in all...
Did you get your new battery and your key?
I'm not sure if they did that.
I don't know.
I don't think they did it because I wasn't charged. So you can tick a box when you're going in for the service to say you want them to replace the battery in the key, but I don't think they did. I think you need a battery in your car key at home. So
No. Why?
it wouldn't open the door for me this morning.
The boot? Click it twice.
No, the boot opened.
It's a safety thing.
Anyway,
Click it twice.
So so I think it was 250 for the battery. And then it was about, how much was it to service? 250 or 300? All in all, I spent about, was it €1,100?
1100 something, yeah.
Actually, what I meant to do is do an update video, but it ended up costing me €1,100, but it was the glow plug. And actually, I saw someone on the forum, the VW forum, saying that they were having a similar issue. and the light had come on and they were wondering what it was. So I suspect it might have been their glow plug, but I didn't comment on it because I was coming kind of late to it, and a lot of other people made a lot of comments. So Sinead, so we'll go off to house. We'll go to house number 2. See, I can't remember where they all are. There's actually, yeah, I can't remember where they were. I have to try and find them all. It's mad.
We're going on a little adventure.
All right, okay.
Ciao.
Ciao.
And for cars to be all over anyway, that's for sure.
Yeah, actually, we're just letting you know that I think I was outside the wrong house. I think it could have been, because I don't remember that extension.
You have great memories.
I don't remember. Well, you see, it's so long ago. I think that could be it, though. I think that could be it. I seem to remember those silver doors or something like that as well, but I'm not sure. Anyway, that's house number 1.
Garage thirsty.
Huh?
Pop-ups.
Just making sure. Okay, so here we are in stop number 2 in Idron Park, and that's the house there. That is, let me just adjust this thing so you can see it. That is the house there. So that extension on the side wasn't there, and what used to be on the extension was an old garage, and we lived in, like, you know, like a garage that someone would have on the side of their house, and we lived in the garage. And yeah, that was it. So we lived there, and we used to head off down through this under the train tracks here. What's up?
What?
Why are you laughing?
What?
He's sitting here going.
There's always, whenever I'm doing these talking to camera bits, there's always some kind of subplot in the background. So can we stay focused, please? Because there's always some kind of, and then I cut off, and there's some kind of, there's always a secondary plot. Anyway, so yeah, let me get it brighter. So I can't, it's not enough light back there. So yeah, so we lived there for a year, and then so again I lived there with my buddy Phil at the time, and then we moved out. So Phil used to smoke. It used to drive me mad.
Why would it drive me mad?
Because he smoked.
God
He used to
bless his
smoke in the room with me. And he was an awful annoying person, because he used to set the alarm. He had the best of intentions. He used to set the alarm in the mornings to get up, right? This is how silly he was. He used to set the alarm in the mornings to get up, but he never got up, right? He never got up. He kept hitting snooze and snooze and snooze and snooze and snooze, right? And then I'd get up, and then he'd get up with me. But the problem was, I'd be saying to him, "Will you stop hitting that snooze?" So what did he do? He got his alarm. He had one of those radio alarm pieces, clocks. And what he did was he put it on a real long extension across the other side of the room, so he couldn't. So he'd have to get up out of bed and go over and switch it off, and that would force him to get up out of bed. But what did he start doing? Pulling the cable. He'd pull the radio back over, and then he'd hit snooze, and I'd be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" But yeah, he smoked. Yeah, we used to sit there rolling. He'd be smoking rollies in the middle of the night, and you'd hear him. You'd hear the paper.
Really?
Yeah. But they see, the thing is, you do these things as a student, and you don't think anything of it. You know, the mad stuff that people do when you're that age, 20 something.
How did you just get into the garage?
We used to go in the front door, and then we'd go into the hall. So there was no cooking facilities. So we had access to the kitchen. We could go into the kitchen and make our meals, but we weren't to use the rest of the house.
Yeah.
And then we'd go into the garage. There's a door on the side, but we never used it, and that's what we used to do. And actually, that's the house where I watched The Commitments for the first time.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so that's how long ago it was. I remember all the hype and people going on about how good it was.
What's The Commitments?
It was a movie about Dublin and musicians in Dublin. And actually, when I did watch it, I remember thinking, yeah, it was good actually. That's the one with the horse in the lift, isn't it?
No.
What's that?
Oh yeah, no, it is. Sorry,
The horse in the lift, yeah. The stairs bleed and kill him, or something like that, isn't it? So yeah, that's what we did. We lived there for the best part of a year. Cool. Right, so.
Bye.
So house number 3. So you can see the roofs are gone off them. They've been like that for a long time. Now the fronts on them are fake. They're those kind of fake fronts.
The windows are fake. The front
Yeah.
is the front.
No, like oh yeah. Okay, so it's real weird, right? So this is the third house I lived in. No, fourth. This is the fourth and last house I lived in when I was down in Carlow. So you see all those houses there? They're all no roofs on them now. See that? These were all owned by one guy. He was a publican, and he had a pub, right? Obviously, and he rented out all these. He used to come once a week and collect the rent. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't a whole lot. But where I lived was, see the red door? See the red door? So above the red door, that house is a real weird shape because it went above the window. See the window above it?
Yeah.
That's the window onto the landing. And the window to the right is the bedroom. But you see the way it's the window below it is the house, a separate house. Yeah, it's real odd. So we were above our neighbour's sitting room. So that's where I lived, and I lived in that house with my girlfriend. Yeah, Lisa. Remember the girl we met in the zoo? So that's where we lived, and I lived with her for a year.
Is that where you met her too?
Where in the zoo? Don't get jealous now. So that's where we lived.
In the chimp zone.
And it was great, and I used to like it. It was really nice. And you see, then that was a super queen over there, but it's a super value now and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so it's mad to see it all being. It's obviously, I don't know why it's been left like that for a long time. I think he must have sold them all during the crash, and they've been sitting like that since then.
They could have died in the wrong probably.
It'd be unusual for a publican to leave something like that, though. No, I'd say they're probably just trying to figure out the value of them, or they're probably going to be done something with. But yeah. Well, look at the whole thing. I'm probably getting planning permission. See, he owned the whole lot. See, they're all gone. Right. Okay. House. We're gonna go to the third house. No, the second house. So, but it's out of order. In that we're out of sequence now. Anyway, right. Okay. So the last house, we're kind of outside Carlow now, but I think. I can't quite remember, but where that house is there, right? That house, where's my finger? Hello? There, right? That house there. I think, see, there used to be a little farmhouse there, but I'm not sure if, I think it could be this land here. See the way there's foundations in for houses and stuff like that as well. So I'm not quite sure. I think it might have been where that house was. And what they did was that it was a farmhouse, and your man had basically a barn, and he converted it into like little bedsits, and we moved out here and we lived out here in it, but there was no insulation. It was absolutely totally freezing cold. And there's a hotel here. There's the hotel here behind us. I can't remember what the name of it is though. What's it called now? The Wood something, yeah. So that
the Wood something Dolmen or Dolmen.
Oh, the Dolmen. Oh no, that's what it was. It was called the Dolmen. Yeah, it was the Woodford Dolmen. Yeah, so it's called the Dolmen, and that's where we lived. And if you look at the power lines, can you see the power lines in the distance? See them, Vinny?
Yeah.
See those power lines, right? So, can you see them? You can see the kind of power thing. We used to go out the back with Barney and Austin, and what they used to do is they used to kick the football over the power lines, back and forth to each other. They had some power in their legs. I couldn't. I remember I used to kick the football and I'd be lucky I'd hit the wires, but they'd be hoofing the ball over the wires back, like it was some kind of net, back and forth to each other in the field. It was great crack. Yeah, so that's where we lived. And then the house, I remember I drove by one day and I saw the house had been demolished, and I think that's what they built there. So you hold this for a second, Kirsty. You hold this, and then I'll get out, and then what we can do is video going back into Carlow.
It's not in focus.
Okay, wait, now stop it now because I hit a button. It's recording again. I hit a button. Jesus, V, I have this fleece on. You have me cooking.
I know, but you have me freezing, so I'll lower it down.
Oh, my arm's itchy. Oh, and it's...
Is it? Are you looking this way? This way, you idiot. Oh, there. So I think it might have been there. I think
your
it was
arm's
there.
in the way.
I think it was there. Because I remember these houses.
That's a lovely house.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh,
So
my
point that
arm's
way.
so itchy.
Why's your arm? Now keep it up. Keep it up.
It's so heavy.
Yeah, but just keep it up good high, because what you do is you video the dash. Now you can video me if you want to turn it to me because I'm so handsome. Not that close. Not that close. No, back to me again. Back to me. Now back to the road. Now this roundabout's new.
What?
And see all this? I don't know what all this is. This is all. This
I don't know what it is either. I've never been
This is
here.
secondary school, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
the
Yeah, see your man
camera's on me.
Tyndall, because there was a famous scientist called Tyndall that came from Carlow.
Really? He's
Yeah.
famous?
Yeah. If you look up Tyndall, I can't quite remember what he was famous for. Might have been gas laws or something like that as well. Something to do with physics, anyway. And yeah. So here, look. What are you doing?
I can't, it's too
Are
heavy.
you videoing me?
No!
What are you videoing?
The road, like you said.
How do
You're
I
too
look?
dark.
Am I too dark? All right. Now, come here, look. How am I bright now?
Ow, you knocked it in my face.
Am I bright now?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
No, not at all.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Now it's too dark. Oh, yeah, alright.
How's that?
Yeah, it's grand.
Are you lying?
You're
I can't
dark,
see.
but you can...
Give a look. Hang on. I can't see.
Oh, it's so heavy.
Ah, look, I'm too dark, you idiot, you. There, now, look.
Keep all of this in.
Yeah, look, turn it to...
Now I can see.
Alright, okay. You video on the college?
We may have a pooey nappy in the back.
Oh, really? Well, we're going to park up now.
It's a cool house, isn't it?
We're going to park up now. Yeah, there, I think that's all student accommodation. That's the college there, yeah. Carlow was a regional technical college when I went there, but now it's Carlow Institute of Technology. They changed the names, so they're not so... there was a bit of a stigma against them, you know what I mean? Anyway, you can stop recording.
We have to keep all of that in.
Yeah.
Where'd you put the nappy anyway?
Stinky nappy.
Put that in the... This one? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Hello, Garrett. Are you nice and cozy?
Will I close the boot?
Look, I can't see.
Will I close the boot?
Yes, please, for a market.
Oh, Mr. Snail's gonna get crushed.
They live in there.
Grab the bags off the front seat. Christian.
It is cold, isn't it?
Freezing.
Like it's 4.5 degrees, but it feels a lot
Shouldn't have paid for the
colder.
park until we were ready to go.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I didn't think of that. I'll have to go back because it's 2 hours. So what do you think?
Well, you never know. Like we might decide in 2 hours if we'll go home, or we can just head back. Whatever.
He's so adorable.
Well, it's just to kind of wander around.
Yeah.
Check the door, Christian. No. That's the courthouse, isn't it lovely? That beautiful building. I was in there once. I remember telling you about the guy who broke the window. So that's where the court was. And do you remember I told about the chap then, he pulled out the big knife? Do you remember that? Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
So basically what happened was your man had been arrested by the cops, and then he was in the courthouse. He was in the courthouse, and he was going on about how he'd been arrested that day for drunk assault or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the cop was, the judge was kind of going, so what happened? And he goes, oh, he'd been fishing that day with his uncle. So he kind of gone, okay, yeah, and he caught him with a knife on him, you see, wandering around the town that night, right? Now remember, we're students, so we'd be out and about all the time. And next thing, so the judge says, yeah, can I see the knife? So you're thinking he was out fishing that day. Next thing, he takes out a huge big Bowie knife, like a big serrated Rambo thing. And the whole court went like this, whoa! So the judge's like, what were you fishing for? Can't see it. Can't see. Because I can't see because I don't have any glasses. There you go. Are you looking for me?
No.
You know where I was?
Yeah.
That's a great bar. Yeah. Gullies. Brilliant pub. I used to love down in there. I used to love down there. That was a great spot. Is it? Yeah.
Point apparently.
Oh yeah. Yeah. there's traffic cam, you know, there's obviously a serious problem with traffic. I seem to remember it being that way as well, actually, but... Busy town. Yeah, well, you see loads of people move down to Carlow.
Yeah, well, it's commuter crowd, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the motorway. It's what, it's an hour from Dublin? In Lloyd's Pharmacy. Myself, Austin and Lisa. And I can't quite remember why. Anyway, he was only messing, but he basically hoofed his leg up and there was a door and he broke the window. And so we walked away, but he got caught. And they called the cops on him. And he ended up in court over it. And he had to pay, you see, because with students, what's going on here? Am I zoomed in? He had to pay, because of students, they made him pay a fine and to repair and all like that. Yeah, it was embarrassing though. He got caught though. He's too slow to walk away. Do you know, I was only thinking, because we were coming down here, I was only thinking about it. I thought that's what we should have done. We shouldn't have ran off.
Yeah.
We should have
walked in and went, look, I'm really sorry. But obviously you get a fright because you're...
Yeah, you kind of go, oh. But the thing is, he only did this, he only just tipped it. And I don't know.
It's kind of a weak spot.
Yeah, it's just weak in the way it went. But anyway.
It was probably only single pane glass 30 years ago anyway, it wasn't.
Possibly. That's I used to go in and get my cider. My 2 litres of cider. That's good, isn't it? Abracadabra. That abracadabra is there a long time. I suppose, what's that, 30 years? Isn't it? Some things have stayed the same and some things are different, aren't they? See, that's all new in there, that huge shopping centre. Yeah, so that used to be, up there was a cattle market, like an actual thing where they sold cows. And then it obviously went, and they obviously built that Tesco and everything. Amazing. Did you see that baby in the pram?
Yeah.
Chubby, wasn't it?
On him.
Oh yeah.
And how wrapped up he is, and it's freezing.
Yeah, but he was grand in there. He had a bit of heft in him.
He's sturdy looking alright, yeah.
I don't think he was going to feel the cold at all.
No, well, we can't really say that now.
No, not really. It's mad to see all those like that. No, we're staying this side. Isn't it mad to see them all gone like that?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, well, you wonder who lived in them before. They were all kind of student accommodation. Huh?
Why you just didn't put the window over the door? I'll never know.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. See, the thing is, so that was their front room there, and that was their bedroom there.
Yeah.
So, and that we went in that door there, and it was an absolutely lovely house. Shame the way it's gone like that. It was really, really nice. Yeah. So then we could be up here, and they'd be playing music and having parties down here, and. Yeah, it's crazy.
Were they students in there as well?
The whole team was students.
Oh, right.
The whole block. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah. We're causing traffic jam. But we used to go in and I remember walking up along here and we'd go in and my girlfriend at the time was vegetarian. She used to make these the fish finger sandwiches and all that kind of stuff. Remember? She lived here the year before I did and then lived here after I'd left. Yeah. You know the story I told you? Did I ever tell you the story and I was in here and the man was going, you want noodle with that?
Yeah, I think so.
You want noodle? And I was going, do I want what? And he goes, you want noodle? And I was going, do I want what? And he goes, noodle. Noodle, you know noodle? So I was going, no. And Liesl says, noodles.
You bleeding dope.
And I was like, oh yeah, okay. So this is where this was. Right, let's go. Is it closed?
Oh wow, it's closed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's nice. Nice food. I think it's the only Chinese restaurant in town then.
Yeah, and he's like, you know noodle? And I was going, no, what? I was like, because I was thinking, what, some kind of vegetable, isn't it?
What were you thinking? Noodle?
Yeah, noodle.
Noodle.
Yeah. So no, go ahead. Go on, you're okay. Make you famous. So the people used to see that. What people used to do is do that thing of throwing washing up liquid into the fountain.
Yeah.
And you come up here from time to time, right? And the whole area will be full of sludge. There will be gas. So you'd be walking through here, and it was just funny to see. It's something I've always wanted to do. That. So remind me to bring some washing up liquid next time we're going here.
Remember the day we were in town and the two of you put your feet in it on Dame Street?
Yeah.
Just in front of Trinity there.
Yeah. Wouldn't do it now.
Well, it was
Get mixing
summer.
doses. Right, so what do you want to do then? You want to go wandering around then again then, yeah?
My feet are finally starting to climb.
Alright.
Maybe 8 actually.
Yeah. Nice, isn't it then? Oh, nearly banged your head there, Kirsten.
I'd say on a summer's day it's nice to sit there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be now, Larry.
They're so beautiful, aren't they?
Is that when they bite you, or is that geese? Isn't that lovely
Alright.
house here?
I'd say he'd give you a bite as well. Where? Just down the corner. Yeah. See the castle, look. Big castle. You kind of think about it is that you're here 30 years ago. Like I was obviously, say, marching around as a student. And here we are 31 years later. You kind of wonder where you're going to be, you know, with your life. You kind of go, am I going to be successful, or am I going to have a terrible life, or what's going to happen, and what kind of career am I going to have, and everything like that. And here I am 31 years later walking around, you know, and then they said to me, you're going to be married to Vanessa and have Christian and Garrett, and you kind of go, well, I know if they said it was a year ago you're going to have Garrett, we would have went,
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But here we are here now. You know, 31 years later, and what am I, 50 now, so you know, I turned 19 when we I turned 19 when we come down here. I lived down here then for 3 years. And then went off to study down in Cork.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do a walk around Cork.
Yeah, because we did it before, but obviously just not with the camera.
Yeah. We have to look at all the places I hung out in and see how much it's changed.
Take the train to Cork.
Yeah, okay. Take the train. Cross here, guys.
Everybody saying that so that we can stay in a hotel.
Is that right?
About that, but now it is.
Stay in a hotel in Cork? Yeah, okay. No problem. That's the park I was trying to get us into, but it looks like it's closed, so... Well, yeah, we can't seem to get into it. Well, I'll tell you a story then about it, right?
You can get it down there, can you?
Yeah, but you can't get across the path.
Oh, yeah.
So we, when we finished up our last year... Oh, wait now. Wait, focus.
Remember yourself.
When we finished up our last year, right, I have to put the thing on me. Look, I keep hitting that button, and it's driving me mad because it's Anyway, when we finished up, we went down there for it was our third year, and we finished up, and we wanted to go drinking in the park, right? And so what we did is we went down drinking in the park, and one of the guys, Killian, he loved golf, and he always wore these kind of khaki pants all the time and stuff like that, right?
Khaki.
Yeah, khaki. And he always wore kind of golf jumpers and things like that. That's the way he walked around. And he drank red wine by the gallon. So we went down into the park and we were sitting down having a few cans, and I didn't really want to do it. I just wanted to go to the pub, but they all insisted on doing it anyway. So we went down as a class, drinking in the park, and he was drinking the red wine, and he drank it a bit too quickly, and there was probably too many tannins in it because it gave him the trots in the middle of the park. He got up. He said, lads, I have to go up to find the toilet, right? And as he was walking away, we could see the brown bloom. Yeah, he was trying to get to a toilet because basically it just immediately gave him diarrhea. Yeah, and so, but he had to head home to change. It was quite funny.
Can you go find food, please? I'm starving.
Find the toilet or something like that as well.
I won't get anything to eat in there.
Yeah, what do you think, guys?
Cool. Isn't it?
Very nice, isn't it? It's a fantastic pub.
It is lovely and lovely.
This is my only exception for that.
Yeah, and it goes, there's doors down there and it goes through. There's a beer garden and everything like that. It's fantastic. Isn't it lovely though, isn't it? It's a real nice proper pub.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's completely off the beaten track though. They obviously rely on regulars.
Yeah, so the one and only time I ever came here was we had to pay our rent or something like that. And the guy who owned the house owned this bar. This is the only time we came here. But I don't remember being this nice.
Start it up.
We always had carpet and sitting where we had the fire. And Glenn used to roll up in a ball in front of the fire like a cat.
Yeah. Lovely, isn't it?
I'll show you a picture of the tree I saw in Homestore Moor the other day.
Yeah. That was his grog. Wasn't it?
He's trying to help me get it in with his fingers. That's nice.
Isn't it lovely? Yeah, did a nice job. Yeah, it's a really nice pub. Second time ever in there. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I'd say at the very end of the road, yeah, it's Venus. Venus is visible at this time of the year. There'd be boot scrapers. Because the roads would have been covered in basically muck. Yeah. There she is. So Sinead, that's the end of the trip. We'll head home now. Be home in an hour and a bit. So did you enjoy Carlow?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The best bit was that fire at the end. It's lovely and warm.
Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it?
Right now I'll get the keys.
Hurry up before we freeze.
Okay. Oh.
Throw that in the back.
Say salon. Ihawa.
Ihawa.